Hey you guys, welcome to this week's bargain of the week. I have something so basic, so drugstore, you're gonna be like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Or you probably already have it because I have talked about it quite a bit on my channel. I really need people to know how awesome the CoverGirl Outlast Pressed Powder and All Day Concealer really are. Because if you're not using these yet, you need to. I don't know if I've heard of anyone who doesn't like them. So this has definitely replaced my favorite drugstore concealer. It used to be the Maybelline Age Rewind, and there is a hair just like right there. I still love that concealer. That concealer is awesome. Some of you said how it was a little thick, or it made your under eye area look a little bit crepey or creasy, and it is. You definitely need to thin it out with a beauty blender, a dampened beauty blender, but I love that stuff. And I find that this CoverGirl is better than that because I think, and there's probably something in here that who knows what it is, that kind of makes the product flexible. I feel like it doesn't just sit on the skin and then, you have to kind of rub through it to, pat it out to kind of get out the creases. I feel like it sets on the skin and then it moves with the skin. It doesn't crease. It hides the dark areas pretty well. I think that I probably could benefit from like using a color corrector first, but usually I'm kind of lazy, so I just dab this on. It's got a sponge tip applicator and it's pretty easy to apply. I just wipe it on and then I take my beauty blender or beauty sponge, and then I press it in and blend it out like that because I find that kind of diffuses the product. You can use a brush too, like a concealer brush. I feel like that I don't typically use, with this kind of liquidy concealer, I don't use a brush because I feel like I just don't get the coverage and then the spreadability as I do with the sponge. And I only set it a little bit with like the e.l.f. HD powder or just any loose powder. I just kind of lightly dust. Now this pressed powder, the Outlast All Day powder, I like this powder better than any other CoverGirl pressed powder and loose powder because I did show you guys CoverGirl makes a loose powder, which is decent, but it's just okay. I like this better. This has a little bit of coverage to it, so it really helps set the makeup or just kind of finish your look and make your face look flawless. The compact is a little, it's actually pretty good. It's got this little mirror right here. It's kind of funny when you first open it. You're like, oh, that's just the sticker. And then you're like, oh no, that's a mirror. And it's little and it doesn't fill up the whole compact. And you're like, how come? How come, CoverGirl? Why'd you save some money on the mirror size? Anyway, so it has a little bit of, it's not transparent. It has like a little bit of coverage to it. This shade is fair to light. It is considered matte. It's considered a matte finishing powder. And I do find it to be matte, but I don't find it to be chalky or anything like that. And so usually what I've done is, after I've done a lot of stuff, I'll like do this and I get in right here. And especially if I feel like I've gone a little bit too much on my bronzer or my blush, then I just kind of, do that because it really does help give this part right here where it is always breaking down or wearing off first, and you get that kind of breakthrough reddishness, and I just find that this kind of helps that. So it's also a good touch-up, you can spritz your face and touch up with this. So anyhow, I did try, they make a foundation in this line, and I tried it when it first came out and I remember liking it. and I haven't used it since. So probably what I should do is visit that again. It's probably pretty good. Usually at like Ulta or, you know, Walgreens, it'll be a buy one, get one for the big makeup labels, the big brands. So I figure I'm showing you two things, and that way whoever's running a special, you can get, you know, the discount that way. I think Ulta right now is 20% off for Platinum members, and through Saturday, yeah, the 22nd. And so also I think some of the drugstore brands are like either 40% off or buy two get one free or something like that. So check it out before it ends Saturday tomorrow. So this is Friday. You're seeing this video hopefully and you haven't missed out, but if you do, you know, for next time. So anyway, yeah, so I'm sorry, that's pretty much straightforward CoverGirl, nothing, you know, like weird and random that I bring to you, but hey, it's just, they're so good, and I really feel like of all the things I keep reaching for, these are them, and that's really what matters. Okay guys, so there you have it, this week's bargain of the week, short and sweet, and I hope you enjoy it. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like this series, and check out my other videos and where you can find me elsewhere on social media, and I will see you next time. Bye.